Hello, everybody. Once again, I am Lehman Crafton Jr., aka Zorval Achan Less Than Guru, and I am actually doing a talk in front of the camera instead of showing a character sheet and a book either on the table or on the screen because I am done with that 31-day character creation challenge. And while I can't say I nailed it, I can definitely say that it is done, and I did one every single day even though some of them were bare bones skeletons, like today was extremely bare bones. But certain systems just take longer. And after going through hours, sometimes literally over an hour for 31 days, um, I just wanted to move on. So I am happy to say that. What I do want to say, I try to make this video fast and quick, but I want to say upcoming things that are coming here. One is I am on to Organized Play. That is a really cool Facebook group that is linked to Warhorn, which I guess is a kind of a schedule thing where games can be scheduled. If you want to be a game master or a player, look into it. It is a nice group of online gamers who, because of the pandemic, has gotten bigger. It started years ago, but it's finally starting to take shape and get a lot of things going. They run quite a few adventures every month, and while you as a character or player character can't go through kind of the same mission more than once, you can. The missions are done multiple times. I'll say that. So if you don't make it one time, you can possibly get into the same mission at other times. I've enjoyed it heavily. I in Torg, seen my other videos, an old Torg, I game mastered on and off for something like over 25 years. And at the beginning, I was a player, but after I left that university and got a new group and got into Torg myself as a game master, I never was able to play. I always game mastered. And after Torg Eternity came on and there was online play, I played a couple of times until Torganized Play. And with Torganized Play, I want to say I played probably five times. And it's been a blast. Sometimes you game with the same people, sometimes you game with a different group of people. And unlike the normal Torg rules, Torganized Play rules are you only get experience for the missions that you go on. So you might have somebody like I would have, say, the last adventure I went on, I have 20 XP, and somebody else might have 40. Now, they do keep it kind of alpha clearance and beta clearance and things like that, but it is really cool. And it kind of confirms my suspicion that because the center of the core mechanics are the same as Old Torg, and in Old Torg, not all characters have the same XP or possibilities back then, it doesn't really, I never felt like my character was worthless when I was going on adventures with characters with 10, 20, even 30 more experience than me. The way cards work, the way possibilities work, and cosm cards and things like that can really give you that boost that you need. And if you have a good group of players with you, which I've always had, they will boost you to help you succeed. So that is a really cool thing. Along with them on a separate Twitch site and YouTube site, hit roll hit die. Um, I am game mastering for a group of people from Torganized Play. Basically, Michael Roderick, known as Rod, is the main person over Torganized Play who sets up everything, and he spends a lot of time and he devotes a lot of time and energy into it. And he kind of did it as like I felt, I'm always a game master, and maybe if I get enough people playing, then somebody else will game master and I'll get a chance to play. And while it's happened at some points, I felt that I am enjoying it so much in Organized Play that I wanted to give back. And I can't do one where I can uh, game master the same mission 7, 8 times like he does it. Don't know how he does it. He has a lot more energy and patience to do that type of thing. But I offer to put him and a group of people that he wanted to play with, and I would game master them through Blood on the Blasted Land, which I am one of the co-authors for. So he accepted, and we are streaming that every Wednesday night, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, or 4 p.m. Pacific time. And that will be a weekly thing that we do unless enough people get sick or can't make it, or it ends. And once it ends, then I feel like I've done my good job, at least for a time, and need to wind down. Um, I'm also on Sundays, every other Sunday. I did it last Sunday, so I won't do it this Sunday, but I'll do it the following Sunday. I am recording my playthroughs, my actual plays of my Palladium homebrew that I've had in previous videos. And that is the core mechanic is there. You roll the d20, you add your weapons and combat skills and such. Spells are basically the same, but I have spell points, not PPE. I was going to go with a similar system, but after thinking about it, I kind of scrapped it, going off with a much simpler spell system, which is basically you spend a number of points equal to your spell level and the spell level you cast it at. So if you cast a second level spell, you could choose to cast it at first level. If you did that, it would be 3 points. If you chose to cast it at the full 4 points, then you could do that. Now, if you're fourth level and you have a second level spell and you want to cast it at fourth level, then it's going to be 6, and it's not going to be higher until you gain a level and are able to cast it at a higher level. But that's basically the that type of thing. I have different damages depending on sizes because I didn't like the way Palladium. And it's one thing I don't like about a lot of games which say, "Oh, you're a small race. You can only use small weapons like a dagger or a sword." No, small races could have pole arms. They could have two-handed sword. It's just going to be smaller. To them, it's a two-handed sword. So what I've done is I've taken size categories, and small size use D4s, and medium size use D6s, and large size use D8s, and kind of do it that way. And that's what the size is based off of. But that's a whole homebrewed thing, and I put them on. All my players decided to allow me to record them, and every once in a while I still do Unsung Heroes. All of those are Torg Eternity Delphi missions, one night thing. What that usually happens there is one of my other games gets canceled, and I just put a call up to both of my groups and saying, anybody that wants to play, let's play this. If I can get 2 players to play, we will play a mission that I haven't done before. And I think I'm up on the next one I do would be 4. So I've done 3. The first 2 were only 2 people, and the third one I want to say it was like 6 people. So just a lot of people wanted to play that night from both of my groups. So that's kind of fun because it's a spur of the moment type thing, not too much planning on my part. So I do those. I do want to do more reviews, and I do want to do something like Torg Tuesdays, or maybe every other Torg Tuesday or something like that, just giving my thoughts about what's going on with those. And I can't, disclose any NDR type things, but I'll give you my opinion of stuff that's coming out. Rorsch crowdfunding just ended, and it was pretty successful. We're pretty happy with that. Darkhold just hit the warehouse. The same day we get our Rorsch PDFs, Darkhold hits the warehouse. So hopefully I get those physical books. I get those physical books because I love them so much. And with everything either on a tablet or a computer or whatnot, to have a game book on as a PDF is nice, but those books, I just find the information normally faster. Even with Control F to search, that physical thing, I usually can, boom, open it, flip to the page. And also I have in front of me here is my big screen TV that I have usually my game table on, usually Roll20. And then I have a kind of like I guess a 25-inch monitor like right next to me, so they're not together. And this is where I keep like my character sheets and stuff. And I found that when I have to have PDFs open also, even though I have 2 completely different things, one's for character sheets and one's for the game, it starts even getting cluttered. So when I have that, it's less cluttered, and I can flip back and have bookmarks and stuff, and flip back. It's just easier for me. But I had that fun game mastering Blood on the Blasted Lands last night. That went pretty well. Everybody was happy. I'm doing the Palladium. Every once in a while, I have those unsung heroes, uh, reviews of games that I like, that I dislike. Everything's my opinion. I'm not trying to say anybody out there who wrote a game and I don't like it means that they're a bad person or have a sucky game. It just might suck to me. My game failed. I'm sure it sucked to probably 80-90% of the people, the 2 dozen people that bought it probably thinks it sucks. That's their opinion. That's fine. I'm trying to do a revamp of that. So every once in a while, maybe I will add that. I don't know if I will publish it. Maybe I'll just add it to the old one is kind of my thought, and you can have two versions of Craft. But it's something that I want to do. I want to do something that's not D20, not level based, not something out there, but it's still kind of a fast and easy game. And if I can get it on an index card, like a 5x8, 4x6, I can get that on an index card, just like Adventure Quest. I can get it on the card like this, where the back and front can keep a character, and have it that you can make an interesting character that is different than all the other characters in there, like Adventure Quest, in my opinion, did, but streamlined, a little modern, and things like that, then I will have succeeded in my goal. Whether or not other people like that or not, who knows? But that might be something that at some time I do some actual plays as well. But I just wanted to say, kind of, I'm done with the character creation, the 31 days. That was a task I did not understand when I accepted that challenge, how much of a challenge it was. Having to do a lot of the same systems or same games from the same, or different games from the same company, or three parts of the same game, or different editions of the same game. I could have looked online, but again, I really was making videos, and videos, you might know, were usually at least 40 minutes. I had one that was maybe like 25 minutes, but everything else was much, much more. So it's just one of those things. I'm glad that's done. It's out of my system. It has got me thinking about games, so I can maybe do some reviews and stuff like that in the future. So I just want to say that I have 21 subscribers. I'm very happy. I never knew that it would get above 10. It would just be me talking out into the ether. So I appreciate all my subscribers. And hopefully with me, with Organized Play, with Ulysses Spiola, been on talks and panels and things like that with them. And hopefully we can get Torg Eternity, get that hyped up. It's a great game that I think once a person plays it, they usually like it. And even if they don't think that they like it, once they get down to it, and if they have a good group, then it just kind of blows their mind on how unlike D&D or other games it is, and how just really cool it can be. So, and there's other games, like I said, I'm doing a old school Palladium, first edition Palladium. It is heavily homebrewed, but I'm sorry, I can't look at any Palladium book now without wanting to just homebrew it. Just pull it apart and stick other aspects on. But that is one of my main points in this whole channel, is make the game your own. Unless you're writing for a world audience, it's just you and your table, and what works with you and your table is something to do. Look at my playthroughs. Maybe I'll even do some wrap ups in case you don't want to look through it all. I'll kind of say, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. Because steal from every place. If it's your own game, you don't have to worry about IPs and stuff. No role play police is going to knock you on your door and say you used a D&D adventure in Earth Dawn, or you used a Pathfinder adventure path in Palladium, or oh my god, you mixed 5 different game settings in this one interior valley that was another game setting. No, you can't do that. Well, yes, you can. It's you, your group. You can have fun, pull all that content out of everywhere, and use it in your game. Fit it together, make it work. It's not that difficult. It is really nice for people who don't have a lot of time to prep for games. The other thing I'm interested in, even though it's sad, I am going to have to give my game mastering of Torg a break, except for the Torganized play on uh, roll, hit, die. That I will be doing. But it's not that it's like too much Torg. It's just that is an every week thing, and I usually do an every other week thing. So I'm gonna one of my one of my groups has gone to the Palladium, and the other group I'm going to get through what they're going through unhallowed data right now. Once they get to the end of that, I'm going to take a break for a little bit of game mastering, and we're going to play Earth Dawn 4th edition. So that I'm looking forward to because I really liked Earth Dawn. I'd heard negative things about Earth Dawn 2, 2nd edition. Yeah, almost the same, but people were complaining about certain changes that they made that they didn't quite like. I personally, the first character I made was an idiot character. I made it as a throwaway character, and then I decided to keep playing. And then I like begged, borrowed concepts to the game master to say, please let me play a character that I would like. And I played, but the game stopped right before I felt like I was at that point I wanted that character to be. So I'm going to try the same Windling Weaponsmith because that idea, that concept is just mind blowing to me, and not necessarily be an annoying little windling to make the game master for another 20 years ban windlings, because that's what he did the last time I played a windling in a group with him. He wasn't even the game master, and that group got banned. Um, I don't want to get windlings banned again. I want to actually be a productive member of the party as a weaponsmith and go with that. But I want to take that. I want to hopefully maybe get that character concept further than what it did, because I was so much happy with that. But we're doing a 4th edition, which looks really cool. Looks like all the other editions with some more options and a few rule tweaks here and there. So I am looking forward to that. Now that won't be streamed or anything. I'm not the game master of that, but I might make comments and things like that about it. But that's something that I'm very excited about. Maybe I'll do a review of that. So I just want to say that's kind of where I'm going. 31 days done and over. It's behind me now. I can start getting into the meat and potatoes and hopefully start having some conversations. Put your comments down in the comments if you have questions about anything about Torg Eternity. I'm Zorvalachan, Lehman Zorvalachan on the Torg Eternity Discord. I'm on the Torganized Play Discord. So you can go to those and ask questions. You can ask questions, comments here, or however, I will be open to explaining things, discussing things, reviewing things, giving my thoughts on things. So just go ahead and do that. So I will go ahead and end that here under 20 minutes, which is extremely short for me. Usually it's triple at least that. So I do want to say I appreciate everybody watching this, and hopefully you learn something each time. Hopefully you get thinking about things each time, and even if you don't like it, now you know you don't like it. So I get to say that. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike it. Tell me why. If I'm still having sound problems, please let me know. I know this isn't a great speaker. I don't have a ton of money to buy on expensive equipment, but I think with this and with some computer programs to mix with to get some of the background noise out, that it is at least functional. So let me know about that. And if you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe, and we can grow the channel and get more people talking about Torg Eternity and other games besides Dungeons and Dragons. There's a ton of Dungeons and Dragons out there. I might discuss them as how I use them or what I may like or dislike about them, but this is not going to be a Dungeons and Dragons channel. There are many more people out there that are much more into D&D, know the rules much better, and that's what they do, and I don't want that to be here. If I focus on anything, it would be on the games like Torg Eternity that I have my hands, at least a little bit on. Maybe not a lot on, but a little bit on, and other ideas and other games and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and end that here. Thank you very much for watching. I am Lehman Crafton Jr., aka Zorvalachan, less than Guru, And until next time, I will catch you later.